Hi, everybody. This is the baseball fight, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, hi, and welcome back to the baseball too. I hope you like this video and, of course, subscribe. So, Shohei Ohtani is out for the season. As you know, he's going to have to get that Tommy John surgery, but now he's really out. I guess he's got a really bad oblique injury, and with 2 weeks left in the season, the Angels said, "Hey, get out of here," and he basically packed his bags and his clothes and head out of town. He'll probably never play again for the Anaheim Angels or Los Angeles Angels, whatever the hell they call themselves these days. I'm sure Artie Moreno will call them 10 different other names before he finally decides to sell the team. But this is from MLBTradeRumors.com. Shohei Ohtani out for season with oblique strain. The Angels have placed Shohei Ohtani on the injured list with an oblique strain, the team announced to reporters, including Bill Shankland of the Los Angeles Times. This marks the end of his season, and it could very well mark the end of his tenure with the Angels. Ohtani was in the midst of the best season of his already remarkable career when a UCL tear stopped him in his tracks in mid-August. Now, I would mention that the Angels, they made a lot of trades going into the trade deadline, and they played terribly. 2 weeks right after the trade deadline, they played terribly, and he was part of that. He did not pitch well, but we didn't know that he was dealing with an injury, and I guess maybe that's probably why they decided to blow the whole thing up and put all their players on waivers like Hunter Renfroe and a few other guys. Dominic Leone, the Immortal. While he might have opted to address the injury immediately, increasing his chances of making a quick return in 24, he chose instead to play out the rest of the year as a DH. Unfortunately, he suffered a second injury just 10 days later, hurting his oblique during batting practice. I would think one has something to do with the other. I'm not a doctor. I just pretend to be. Like a lot of people pretend to be, but I think that's probably what happened. Unfortunately, he suffered a second injury just 10 days later. At the time, the team believed the injury to be minor, but Ohtani would go on to sit out the next several games. On Friday, after he missed his 11th game in a row, reporters noticed his locker at Angels Stadium had been cleared out. Now, following hours of speculation, the team has revealed the reason why. Evidently, his oblique injury has turned out to be worse than they initially thought. General Manager Perry Minasian is expected to provide further information later today. So could Ohtani himself, who is expected to be at the ballpark when the Angels take on the Angels for the second game of the series. While this clearly isn't the outcome he wanted or the Angels were hoping for, an early end to his season could give the two-way star a chance to address his torn UCL as soon as possible. Early this month, his agent, Nez Balelo, revealed that some sort of procedure to repair his elbow was inevitable. It is not clear what type of procedure, but any kind of elbow repair comes with recovery time. Ohtani has no timetable for his return to the mound, but the sooner he seeks treatment, the sooner he can begin the rehabilitation process. Now, I would mention, this is the second time that he will be getting Tommy John surgery. And you have to ask yourself, how much longer is he going to pitch? Should he just shelve the pitching and just be a hitter, be a DH, or be an outfielder, whatever his position is at this point? I know he puts himself in a different position being a two-way player, but he's already had 2 elbow surgeries. He's going to miss the whole year pitching. So was it worth it to continue to do that again? Ohtani still has a chance to go out on a high note when awards season rolls around. He seems like a lock to win his second AL MVP, even though his injury gives other candidates, including Corey Seager, who's had a big year, Marcus Semien, and Julio Rodriguez. I think that Ohtani's probably going to win it, but I think Seager's going to get a lot of votes. He's going to get a lot of votes. A ton. But this is very disappointing if you're a big fan, and this will affect his free agent market. I can't imagine it would help it. And I would think that some team will be very nervous about bringing him in as a pitcher going into next year. And like I said, how much can his body take in terms of throwing 100 miles an hour and be the kind of impact bat that he is? In my view, it seems like this had some kind of effect on him as a hitter because he had the oblique strain. I'm sure there's some kind of issue with the elbow that might have done that. We've never seen players do this, other than maybe last year with Bryce Harper. It's a very unfortunate situation. It's kind of sad, really, to be honest with you. It would have been nice to see him finish out the year both on the mound and then at the plate. But be that as it may, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.